guys, Atlas Gaming, welcome back to another video. I thought today we'll just do a little talk video, catch up on a few things and discuss how my first day at college went. Because let me tell you, I've got a lot to say. And are we surprised? No, because I always have a lot to say. So, firstly, I'd like to say a massive thank you for all the support on my last video. I really appreciate everyone who has recently subscribed and anyone who was previously subscribed. I love you all and I'm so thankful for all of you guys, and I'm so happy with how the video went. Obviously, I have watched it back and it makes me cringe, but I mean, people seem to enjoy it, so it is what it is. But today I thought I'd talk about my first college experience. So, first part of the day was stress because I have to get the train in from where I am. And I never got the train to this place before, I've never been to this place before, and I didn't know where I was going. But I met this lovely woman on the train who also had no idea where she was going, and she was also going to the same college as me because she was an adult, but she was also doing a course as well. And we both got on the same bit of the train and were talking, and then we ended up finding our way to college. It was so fast to get there, it took like 10 minutes. It was ridiculous. I don't know why I was so stressed. It wasn't that difficult. It was quite easy to find. But got to college, we got there a bit early, so I went and sat by myself for a bit, chilled out because I was sweating profusely. It was ridiculous because I was in a hoodie and I was fast walking. It was not good. My legs are killing me and I can't feel them right now, so that's great. Obviously, I'm going to say a bit about my course. So I do a construction course. I'm in kind of the area of surveying and management kind of thing, and yeah, being in a construction course means there are very little females, girls, women, whatever you would like to have yourself known as, but basically there is a lack of females in this industry, and it is not like, it's just not good, especially for such like a coming of age, well, not coming of age, but like a future kind of way, pushing women more to be in the industry and kind of representation. But there is literally barely any representation of females in the construction industry. I am the only girl in my class, and I'm pretty sure the only girl in my building other than a couple of the teachers there. And the same with the building next to me. It was a mechanics building. I don't think I saw any women in there at all. In the construction building, there is plumbing, there's joinery, carpentry, what I'm doing, so many things. Don't think I saw another girl. This is crazy. More women should be encouraged and introduced to the idea of being part of the construction industry, part of the man's world, the man's job, because I think there's a stereotype of, oh, a woman can't do a man's job. But let me tell you, they can. Personal experience, well, not experience, but personal anecdote. One of my mum's friends, her son, his girlfriend is a condition manager. So like she goes around to houses and says, look, this needs fixing, this is too old, this needs replacing, this is what needs to happen. She has been in that industry, she has been trained and everything, but she still gets questioned if that she says something needs replacing, if something's not working quite right, and it's just stupid and ridiculous. Like, women should be, you know, respected the same as men because they have still gone through the same qualifications, and it's not because we need pity and we need, you know, all of this stuff and to be treated like, you know, a woman in the industry, oh, you know, she's trying, she's not the same as us. No, because women can do the job. The one thing I saw, it was the most bizarre thing, and it shouldn't be bizarre because it should be everywhere. I saw female builders. I saw builders bricklaying. They were doing their thing in my town, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a female bricklayer. Like, in all the times that I've been around town, many towns that I've been to, there's always construction going on. But not once have I seen a male. I'm not saying it for male builder. No, builders, I mean, I'm not saying there's no population of females in the construction industry. Obviously there are. But there is such a misrepresentation of women in this industry. I feel like women, and it is quite clear, and it is very easy to see, even based on my own experience, even just being in college and like people trying to talk to you about what you want to do in college. Women are so pushed to kind of go into the hairdressing, catering, social care, and that's fine. If women want to do that, I respect that. You know, we need women, you know, especially in health and social care, because, you know, why not? But like, I feel like women are so pushed towards, you know, the more domestic, the more like caring jobs, where all the men are told to go and do mechanics, plumbers, builders, everything like that. And I know this is such an old stereotype, and I don't want to say that, you know, men can't do these jobs, because they can. Quite clearly they can, because they have done for ages. And I'm not saying a man can't do their job, because men are very good at what they do. But I think that more young girls, and like especially young females, should be encouraged more to enter this world that is supposedly not theirs. At this point in this new generation, there is a lot more, you know, representation. There's a lot more pushing for women to be in the industries. But in every sector, like so many sectors, you can see, not only in construction, even in parliament, there is such a like lack of females in the industry, although especially for the UK, the females are not doing it for us. You know, Theresa May and everyone, they've really not helped themselves. But women should be more represented in many different sectors, and I feel like, especially on my course, I mean, I knew I was going to be the only girl in the room, but I thought there'd be at least one more. Like, there'd be one more girl, because I'm pretty sure I saw one as well at the induction day, but she's not there. So it's just me and a group of boys. I mean, you know, less drama, just get on with the work, it's all good. So yeah, that was my kind of thoughts about the course. Not the course, about like the general vibe of what I was getting. And also I was sat like dead centre of the classroom as well, which didn't help. And my lecturer, no, my tutor, he was saying about how he got into the business because he's a fully qualified, you know, person in the industry. And basically he was saying about how he got into it, and he's saying his dad took him and his sisters and his brother out to a building site, and he said to me, no offence, but my sisters lasted one day. Honey, I ain't your sister. I'm gonna be there day in, day out. Like, don't question it. I may not be the loudest girl on site, you know, I'm not a very, although it may seem like it, I'm not a very like outgoing, like I'll shout for, you know, everything, you know, I'm loud. I'm not. Especially in class, I'm so quiet. Like, I like a good chat, don't get me wrong, as you guys know, and quite clearly by this video. But I'm not like, I don't like shouting, basically. That's my thing. I don't like shouting. I get really nervous in new situations, especially in, like, today in college. I know everyone goes through it, but some of the people I've already seen before, like 3-4 times, and I still didn't talk to them. So I have a lot of social anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety in general, but yeah, I feel like it was just really hard, especially because I'm the only girl. I can't really, you know, connect. But there was this one boy who was really nice, and we started talking. I think we're going to be friends, so that's good. And I'm obviously going to make friends with all of them at some point, because, you know, I'm going to have to, because we do group work, we do surveying work. There's a lot of stuff we have to do together, and we have to work together as a team to be able to complete stuff. So yeah, it's kind of out of my comfort zone, just a little bit. I've had one group before that had a mix of boys and girls, and that's it. I have like some male friends, but not on like levels that, you know, going and hanging out and, you know, doing building and surveying with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just very different, and I'm trying to get used to, obviously, like, talking to them and everything. But I mean, it is my first day. I can't be expected to go around, you know, socialising with everyone, because we have got to do some work. But yeah, I thought the course was interesting because it's all over the place. College, you get treated like an adult, but the schedules are so random. Like, I went in today and they were like, oh yeah, we're going to take break sooner. You're going to leave sooner because we finished our session so quickly. They were like, oh, you can just go. It's like, it's such a different world to school, and I love it. Because people love school, and I have no problem with that, but it is not for me. The system, the school, the policies, the rules, everything, not for me. I much prefer wearing my own clothes, not having to be stared up and down at by teachers to see if I'm wearing the right shade of grey for trousers. I'm so happy that I'm at college and I can kind of take it into my own hands. Although the one thing I am worried about, because I do have a lot of worries, is that I'm going to get into a really lazy slump after like half terms and I'm just not going to be bothered to do anything. But I don't know whether that is going to be the case, because in school we're constantly churning out every day, 5 days a week, 5 days a week, 8:30 to 3, 3:15, doing work, 7 different subjects, loads of stuff going on, whereas this is just one thing. I go in 3 days a week and then I have the rest of the week to study and kind of choose my timetable, obviously as long as I'm like completing assignments on time and everything. But yeah, I've waffled a lot and my legs are actually killing me. I might take some ibuprofen in a minute. But yeah, that was kind of my thoughts about it. I just wanted to rant basically about the fact that there was no other girls in my class. I mean, a bit rude, honestly. But I think there should be more encouragement for girls to be brought into the industry, and to any other girls, young women, young aspiring children, anyone, any gender, anything you want to be, like, consider doing something that's not so, stereotypical, break the boundaries, be that one person in the classroom like I was today. It may be scary as hell because I was freaking out, but you stand out and you're representing a group that aren't necessarily represented as much as other genders, other groups of people. Specifically in construction, there is a lack of females and it's just not it, I think we need more females in these sectors, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, I think we should have more females like being represented in STEM subjects, STEM careers. If you don't know what STEM is, I think it's science, technology, engineering and maths, like careers. So yeah, that is basically my rant. Basically, if you're a woman and you're too scared, or you're feeling nervous about, kind of pushing yourself out there and going for a bricklaying course or a plumbing course, do it. This is my message to you. If you want to be a builder, you want to be a site manager, bossing people about, telling them what to do within reason, project manager, condition surveyor, do what you want to do, because I feel like there's a lack of motivation and people encouraging you to do something unique and something that you want to do, something you feel passionate about, because there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of stresses, a lot of problems, social media. There's loads of people judging you. I mean, there's not loads of people judging you. Don't listen to people judging you. People are judging you because they're jealous of you, or, sometimes people do have valid reasons for judging you. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not getting political here, but, as a female, you must know. But yeah, we need to be motivated. If there's something you want to do, go out and do it. Yes, I say that about the fact that I want to lose weight, but we will get there at some point. What I'm saying is, if there's something you want to do that maybe you're too nervous because it's not really in your area, you've never done it before, do it. Try it. I did that. I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing story I have of late. I applied for a job as a waitress at a restaurant in my town. Lovely restaurant, lovely people. My parents knew the family because they looked after their son, and their son is my brother's best friend. So we know who they are. I did a trial run. It went really well. I mean, there was a table of 14 that suddenly booked and I was stressed. But apparently I did great. I got an amazing curry at the end of it. And I also got paid for it. I was like, this is great. I am stressed. My anxiety's going off. I was shaking and almost cried. But I had my first shift a week ago. I barely did an hour. I had to talk to the person who owned it and say, I'm sorry, I actually can't. And I burst into tears. I had a mental breakdown. I couldn't deal with it. My anxiety was too much and I felt so stressed out. I was overheated. I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was horrible. That is embarrassing, but at least I pushed myself and put myself out there. Try to do something different that I've never done before, because I have no waitressing experience before that. I've never done anything like that. I do gardening with my dad sometimes. I paint walls. I decorate. I've never been a waitress, but at least I tried. I mean, I epically failed, and they were so sweet and so kind. Not all businesses will be like that, obviously, if you start having a breakdown midway through. I mean, you hope that they would be. But they were so sweet, and they said, if when I'm ready, if I want to, I can always come back. I'm always welcome. And I was like, lovely. But yeah, I might as well embarrass myself. I do it every time I record a video. So I thought I might tell you that little story. And hopefully, someone will be like, oh, you inspired me to go out and, go on a run, because before I was too scared because I thought people would look at me weird. I have that. I wanted to go on a run so many times, but the idea of people seeing me run is ridiculous. Like, no. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video here because I don't know if you just heard my mum shouting that dinner's ready, so we have got priorities. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for the support on my last video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!